All right, all right, all right. You don't have to love exercise, but you might after this. You might, maybe, be inspired to go move. We'll see. Why don't you listen and find out? This is for you if you hate exercise. Like maybe you're a little intimidated to work out. Maybe you consider yourself lazy. Maybe you hated gym class growing up. Maybe you never really identified as someone who's involved with athletics or sports or being active. I see you, I see you, and I see you, and this is for you. Maybe you despise being sweaty and out of breath. It's like a physical thing where you're like, ew, exercise is gross. I don't like the feeling of it in my body. Maybe you've had some pretty traumatic experiences, and I'm not saying that lightly, traumatic experiences with exercise, maybe being pushed too hard or being made to exercise in order to lose weight or shape your body. Maybe you just are a little bit disgusted by it all. And I want to say that there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's okay. As a personal trainer and a health coach, I want to tell you, hey, you don't have to like exercise. And I'm going to give you some tips. Not to convince you in any way. I don't have a hidden agenda here. I just want to help you. I want to help you feel like you don't have to constantly avoid it, like actively use energy to push against it. And I definitely want to help you not feel so guilty about not doing it or not liking it. And I want to give you a bigger picture and some helpful advice that I hope will help you. But I can't really know how much it helps you unless you let me know. So please email me, DM me. Spotify also has the option where you can add comments below. So if something does land for you and you're like, yes, 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 please let me know. And if you're like, I would say it this way, or yeah, that and blah, 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 or that but blah, 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 please let me know. I want to hear your thoughts because this is for you. I love doing my podcast. It's so much fun, but it's for you. Okay, so I'm going to give you some tips. I'm not even going to count them because if you listen to my How to Stop Being Obsessed with Exercise, which is kind of the opposite end of this spectrum, where of course there's an overlap where if you're doing too much or not doing anything, you might dread it. I think there's a dread there or a dislike. But this is for more of you if you're on the side of not, I'm overtraining, I'm doing way too much and I need to slow it down, I need to slow my roll. This is more if you're like not even doing it because you hate it, you don't want to. Maybe you do drag yourself once in a while, but it's just not fun. It's not fun. So here we go. I'm not going to say, again, I'm going back, I'm not going to count it because last time I said I was going to do this many and then I forgot one and then I added it at the end, which it all worked out, but we're just going to go step by step, okay? You can count if you'd like, if you want to count how many tips I'm giving you. We're going to dive right in. So the first tip, the first thing, and this is the most important, listen to this and then jet out of here if this is all you get. That's fine. It's okay. This is the most important, the biggest thing. I'm going to give it to you first. So ready? Jayu is ready. Jayu is sitting next to me. He's a little upset because he wants to go OUTSIDE and mommy said no because I'm working. So he looks a little grumpy. You're ready, Jayu? First tip. I would say that my cat Jayu loves to be active and loves to go outside. Nyangi, the other girl, she's a little bit more on the side of like, should just stay in her bed all day, be happy. Go get food, go to use the bathroom. She does like to go outside and eat some grass, but she's a lot less active. What a cutie pie. Okay, number one, first one, give yourself full 100% permission to say no to exercise and to own it. To own it. A lot of the resistance to exercise comes from feeling like you have to say yes, but you don't want to. And so there's this internal struggle for you. And again, one of my favorite episodes, consent might be the only thing that's missing from your fitness. Find it. It's a little bit back there, 2023. You can search it up. Consent, look up search in the toolbar for this podcast, or the search bar for this podcast. I'll give you more context, but give yourself full permission to say no. Remember, it is your body, your choice. We use this a lot in the realm of consent for sexual activity, which is so important and so relevant and necessary, but we can apply it to exercise as well. And in that episode, just to catch you up, I liken fitness culture to like a non-consensual realm where we feel this pressure to say yes to do things we don't really want to do because we feel like we need to in order to be accepted or to avoid negative consequences, which is not a yes. It's a coerced yes, which is not a full yes. So again, go ahead, listen to it if you want a little bit more of that. But give yourself full permission to say no and really, really own it. And this might be a practice for you. Like you might need to just spend a few weeks, a few months, maybe a few years just saying no to exercise. Like if you don't want to, if you don't 100% want to go work out or go for a walk or go to the gym, or someone invites you to do an activity or a hike and you don't 100% want to, give yourself full permission to say no. And something magical happens when you are in a place where you feel free to both say yes and no, like really, really, really allow yourself to. You discover freedom. You discover the freedom of choice that you have. And when you have the freedom of choice, you get to do what you really want to, not what you feel like you have to. And your guilt is probably going to come up when you practice saying no, because you're used to, even if you do say no, like, oh, I don't want to go to the gym. I'm so tired. I'm so stressed. I don't want to go. Or, oh, I feel so lazy. I know I need to like exercise more, but I don't want to. Or, oh, I don't want to put on workout clothes. And then if you do say no, but then you notice guilt come up, just challenge that guilt. Notice that it's there and say, no, yes, I feel that I notice some guilt coming up, but I don't have to do this. I don't have to do this. I'm choosing not to. I'm choosing not to. So the most important thing, if you dread exercise, if you hate it, please, please, please give yourself full permission to say no. And it's kind of interesting because like I'm a personal trainer, and a lot of the times you hear in the rhetoric and, a typical personal trainer, you might imagine motivating you and pushing you to do something. I think the opposite is actually more effective. Because when you want to do it, no one can stop you. No one can stop you if you really want to. I really despise this idea, and you can listen to the fitness rant one. I really despise this idea of like the personal trainer and this idea in fitness of like, I need someone to kick my butt and I need someone to kick my ass because I won't do it on my own. I think that points to a degree of not feeling full permission to say no. Okay, that's the first one. If all you do is listen to that, okay, goodbye, have a good day, say no, practice that. You can even turn this off and revisit it after practicing this until you feel ready to say yes. That actually would probably be the best idea. So like, goodbye. Save this episode, download it for later, stop it right here. Well, just a little bit longer. Stop it. And then when you've practiced saying no and you like really feel like empowered in your no, and you feel like, at some point you're like, maybe I could say yes. If you get to that point, and you might not, and that's okay. If you get to that point, come back and listen to the rest. Or you can keep listening now and save it for later, or just keep listening to this over and over and again. Number next one. Redefine what exercise is for you. So a lot of the times we dread exercise because we have this very specific idea in our brains about what it looks like and what it is. And so we feel like if we're going to exercise, it has to look like this. So I need to go to the gym and spend 30 minutes to an hour and a half doing these split sets and doing the cardio and making sure I'm going through all the machines and all the rounds and whatever that looks like to you. Or maybe it's like, exercise is like, I need to go for a run and I need to get sweaty and I need to get out of breath and I need to work really hard, and that's not what you want. Or maybe exercise feels like just pushing yourself pretty hard. Or maybe exercise feels like comparison with other people. Like, say you go to a yoga class and you're like, oh, all these people can do all these things and I can. And it feels like inferiority. Maybe exercise feels like being really athletic. Like, that's your idea of exercise, maybe super athletic. Redefine exercise. And one thing I like about the word movement is it really broadens the scope of what exercise is. And movement is, of course, good for us. Our bodies naturally crave movement. Our bodies are designed to move and thrive off of movement. So if there is a reason that you don't like exercise, switch it to movement. It doesn't even have to be mindful. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be, super duper wonderful in all the ways. It can just be movement. So what would movement be? What was something that you could say yes to that would sound good? A lot of the times, even in my work, in the 4-H method with my clients, there's this idea that exercise has to look a certain way. And when you can take off those barriers, it really frees you. So if you do want to put this into practice, I do invite you to the 4-H method. We spend some time creating your own movement practice. And I give you so many tools and support and structure through that. And it's really exciting what people create and how they shift their attitudes towards exercise, whether, they're on the spectrum of doing a lot of exercise, a little bit too much, or in the spectrum of like, I want to do more, but I can't get myself to. So what is exercise for you? Redefine it, broaden the definition. Maybe it's going on a walk. Maybe it's dancing in your house. Maybe it's incorporating some other activity while you're outside in nature, like, I don't know, throwing a ball around or exploring, gardening. That can be movement. Maybe you love gardening. You're like, oh, I never thought of that as exercise, but that's movement. Redefine it for you. Okay. And then if you hate exercise, there's likely, maybe, I don't want to project, but there's likely some shame voices coming on. And I want you to identify the shame voices that society has given you. So these could be critical thoughts about your body when you're exercising, like, oh, I don't like the way I look, or I'm too blah, blah, blah. I'm not enough, blah, blah, blah. I look blah, blah, blah. And like that self-consciousness that comes up, especially when you're exercising or moving in public or around other people in a group setting. Notice those voices. So maybe even doing some kind of exercise and then just like being super aware of what thoughts come up. Like just maybe even taking, like going to where you usually exercise or try to exercise, bringing a notebook or taking out the notes app on your phone and writing down the thoughts that come up, the negative thoughts that come up or the shameful thoughts, like my body is gross, or ooh, I look ugly, or I'm not fit enough, or I can't believe that I'm out of breath already, or everyone else here looks different than me, or I'm too tall, or I'm too short, or I'm too big, or I'm too small, I'm too skinny, I'm too muscular, whatever it is. Notice those feelings of inferior, because our culture definitely associates exercise with health, and health with virtue, with success, with being disciplined, really being kind of superior, being a better person. If you're healthy, that's, that's so great. Oh, you run, that's wonderful. Or you'll get a lot of praise. If you tell someone, and this is something I've learned, and it feels good in lots of ways. It's like, oh, I'm going to do a race. Oh, that's so amazing. That's so good. Oh, you're so disciplined. Or, oh, I can't. That's incredible that you're able to do that. Versus if you tell someone, yeah, I sat on the couch all night last night. You probably wouldn't get praise. If you're talking to me, I'd probably praise you. I'd be like, yay, good. I'm glad you rested. But most people, won't praise you for rest or not exercising. You'll get praised for eating healthy, for working out, for exercising. So just being aware of that and how society and our culture plays a part in the negative thoughts you have that come up when you are moving your body. And the next one, shift your identity. Shift your identity. And I've talked about this so many times, but really it's going to be the key to you changing your actions is how you see yourself. And you could take away labels from yourself. Like, for example, one of your labels might be, I'm not good at exercise. That might be something you tell yourself. Like, I'm not skilled at it. I'm not good at it. Other people are so good at it. I've never been good at it. I always sucked at gym or sports or whatever. And you could shift that to something like, I enjoy moving my body in different ways. I enjoy moving my body in different ways. Or you might say, I'm too blank to work out, or like, I'm too out of shape. I'm too big. I'm too slow. I'm too unmotivated. I'm too blah, blah, blah to work out. And instead of putting that limitation on your identity, you can open it to, I will do what I can. And nothing more, nothing less. I will do what I can. I will do what I can when I move. I will do what I can, and that's enough. You can also shift, like, I'm not blank enough, like I'm not fast enough, I'm not fit enough, I'm not strong enough to, there's no standard I need to follow. There's no standard I need to follow. Who sets the standards for what you should be able to do with your body? No one knows your body like you. No one is in your body like you. There's no standard you need to follow. Take off that external pressure and shift your identity like, I'm someone who enjoys movement. I am someone who naturally likes to move. I'm someone who finds enjoyable ways to move. I'm someone who enjoys exercise. Shifting your identity. And then I want to share the last one with you. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got 5. It's ending up being 5. Maybe I'll throw in a bonus one. We'll see. The last one, and this is related to that shifting your identity, but take ownership of it for you. For you. Define it for yourself. Remember that even though we have things like the National Academy of Sports Medicine, and we have exercise physiology and kinesiology, and we have yoga classes, and we have lots of research done on strength training and resistance training and cardio, and we have so much information out there on running, and we understand how the body works and these processes on a cellular level, but also like a social, mental, emotional level, physical level, all these things. Take ownership of it for you. Know that you are in a body and you deserve just as much as any other body. No matter how fit you are, no matter your size, no matter your shape, no matter your weight, no matter your ability, you deserve to take up space as much as anyone else. And no one owns exercise. No one owns it. No one can say, this is mine and you have to do it my way. You get to own exercise. You get to own movement in a way that makes sense for you. You get to make it what you want. And of course, there are scientific principles and there are ways that we can use knowledge and research and studies to support us in making better decisions for ourselves. And I talk about that in the 4-H method, but we don't start there, because where we really need to start is having a better relationship with movement. And this is one way you can do it. So I want to ask you this. This is turning out to be a shorter one, but that's okay. It doesn't have to be long to be valuable. I want to ask you this. What do you want? What do you want for your movement? What do you want? Like, not have to or should, or what you think you need to, but like, what do you want? What do you really want? And again, that might be an easy answer. It might be somewhere buried. There might be a little bit more challenging to answer. And this is what I help you with in the 4-H method, is connecting with yourself and what you really want. And that's where we really start, is that question that I'm ending this episode with, is what do you want? How do you want your movement practice to look? How do you want to be able to move, or how do you want to move now in your future? What kind of relationship with movement would be ideal for you? Not what someone else says, not what I say, not what your family or friends or even your trainer or coach says, but what do you want? And when you define that for yourself and get clear on that for yourself, and you know that your body deserves to take up space, your body is just as valuable as any other body, and you don't have to do anything, including exercise, then you're free to decide. And you're free to move in the direction that feels good for you. So, my friend, what do you want? What do you want? What sounds joyful for you? Is there a way of moving that you've wanted to explore, maybe dancing or trying a skill-based movement or a sport? No pressure, no shoulds. What sounds good to you? What sounds fun to you? How would you like to move in and with and for and from your body?